Hello. Hi, sorry. I'm still getting the game booted up. But I said the hunt is on in Discord, so I wanted to make sure that the stream started going pretty much immediately. It will be pretty quickly. I mean, it is going. If you're hearing this, you're hearing the stream. In which case, hello and welcome once again to the Monster Hunter World. Excuse me, tour. I burped while I was talking. That was a problem. That's not ideal, but we all have our burdens to bear. Getting that in the Slack chat as well, so people know that it's happening. I'm gonna get comfortable real quick. I'm gonna get the whatchamacallit. Do I have audio? Oh yeah, I do. Okay, this is very quiet at the beginning there. Such a relaxing game at the start of every session of Monster Hunter World, which I think is a really nice little touch, and I think it actually really fits what I like to go for with Monster Hunter, which is a relaxing time. Hello. It's me, relaxing. This is how I relax. This is how I win against monsters. Hopefully this goes okay. I am recording locally this time so that we can also get a... I'm just gonna just adjust my... yeah, put my legs up on my desk here like that. Yeah, that's better. I am just getting set up here. I'm going to be recording this live, or I'm going to be recording it locally at the same time that we're playing, because I want to have better archives for people to watch later on down the line, and I think that's just something in general we're going to start doing more of, is recording locally. We're going to get we've got archives up now on YouTube. I'm going to start getting posts up for those on the website as well. Let's see, get chat open here. Got 75% on my battery. Now I'm going to I'm going to attempt fate, open up another tab here, open up my computer so that I can tweet that I'm about to stream from my account so that people know that they can find me here in the new world, the Monster Hunter world. Alrighty. Okay, alright. Hello, gamers! Hello, Nikki Grayson. Nikki Gamer Grayson. Nikki Gamerson. Gamerson is definitely the name of a... You know, if there was like a cartoon about people who played video games, in that cartoon, they would watch a fake sitcom on TV called The Gamersons. That's what I think. That's the hilarious style of Cartoon Network humor that I bring to the table here on fanbyte.com and in the Monster Hunter world. Hello again, by the way. I have tweeted some stuff out. We've got some food from these cats. Things are going, things are flowing. It's Friday. We're having a good time. I've been playing a lot off stream, not for story stuff, because I've been trying to keep the story stuff on stream. Almost dropped my cherry coke. You can tell it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday, am I right? I just made that up. I'm a writer. Oh, boy.
All right.
So yeah, I've been playing a good chunk off stream. I've been doing a lot of side stuff that I didn't want to bore people with off stream. A lot of like egg deliveries and stuff like that. And, you know, just kind of your general thing that you're used to at this point and from, you know, me playing this game. Yeah, it's Feline Insurance, me, basically, Nikki. I know you're joking in the chat here on twitch.tv/fanbyte, if you're not, I don't know, somehow aware that that's where you're watching this video. Or, if you're watching the archive and didn't realize that that's where you can get it, it's at twitch.tv/fanbyte. You can follow @fanbytemedia on Twitter to see all the updates on our streams, or go to fanbyte.com, or discord.com/fanbyte, I think that's how that works, to get into our Discord where we also post these. But if you weren't aware, the feline insurance basically acts as a extra life in this game. Let's get this going. Let's just get people in here. Fanbyte.com/Discord. I had it backwards. Sorry about that. You in Monster Hunter, in most missions, you have 3 lives. If you die 3 times, or 3 people on your team die, or 1 person on your team dies 3 times, however it happens to go, you lose. And that's not ideal. So what you do is you wait for that daily skill at the canteen, and the canteen gives you a 4th life. And then some investigations and stuff like that will have extra lives. There's other stuff. Oh, Nikki was talking about... Oh, okay. Nikki, I specifically got the feline insurance for... I specifically went through a whole rigmarole to get the feline insurance in this game. Apparently Nikki was talking about real life pet insurance. I probably knew that you could do that. I finally got one of my cats to calm the hell down and lay in my bed. He was just basically waiting all day, apparently, for me to go lay down in the bed first so that he could lay down next to me. And then, now he doesn't seem to mind that I have gotten up and left. That's not the part. He just wanted somebody to prove that it was safe and not dangerous. I guess. That's his whole deal. Conti's now laying behind me, though, and that's good. I like my boy. I like having him here watching me. Watching over me. I'm playing with my fake ass. Oh no! I'm not playing with my fake ass pal. Oh. Oh, I forgot. I put him on standby earlier. I need to... Okay, I gotta get out of here. Sorry, Anjanath. We're gonna come back here. I forgot. I need my cat. But I gotta get out of aggro range of this big giant Tyrannosaurus. Because I need to get back to camp and do this. Yeah, I need to... Hi, Gonchorn. I am in the process of purchasing a webcam for my camera here, for my setup here at fanbyte.com in Fargo, North Dakota. The central office, you might say, for Fanbyte. So that I can start doing things like show my cat. Not me, obviously. Nobody wants to see me. Which cat did I get? Which one did I get? Which cat did I get? It's Conti is the one sitting down next to me. Oh, no. A camera. I don't have any camera yet, Nikki, because I haven't actually done it yet. By in the process, what I really mean is that I'm thinking about it and keep meaning to do it. I couldn't get into my car this morning. I would have gone to maybe like a Best Buy perhaps to go get that thing and just pick it up this time. I don't like to have things delivered here to my apartment because I don't trust for 1 second that it's not going to get stolen. So I try to buy stuff physically as much as I can, or have them delivered to fulfillment centers, or to my parents' place where I can, who like own a home. You ever heard of that before? Weird concept, I know. Owning a home. They have one. So I sometimes have stuff sent there or sent to my mother's workplace in the next state. So that when she comes home, she brings it to her place, and then I can drive over there and go get it. Which is a little bit of a rigmarole, but, you know, it's better than having my shit just, like, stolen on the front porch. Nope, no mounts. That's fine. We'll get the spins instead. And let's get that poison while we're at it. Yeah, I, couldn't get into my car this morning because it was covered in about 1 centimeter of pure ice from top to bottom, which was a bit of a problem for me personally and my ability to access my vehicle. But it would start. I have Astro Start because I live in North Dakota, and if you don't have Astro Start, what are you even doing? But no, it wouldn't open because I was able to crack the ice off the handle. So I was able to at least move the handle, but beyond that, it did not want to move whatsoever. Let's get this big slam in here. That's the sound I make when I do that. That's canonically my war cry. As anybody who's listened to this show before knows, we always do our war cry when we slam the enemies in the head in Monster Hunter World. Oh my god, I am low on health. Oh my god. Okay, so I mentioned this a little bit at the beginning of the stream. I did a little bit of playing off screen. I did some side stuff. Got a bunch of food and stuff like that in game. So I'm kitted out for a bunch of solo play stuff and stuff where I'm not hunting monsters because it's just me The reason I played it off screen is because it was boring. It was just like me collecting rocks and fruit and stuff like that. It was not anything anybody needed to worry about, but I wanted to do it so I was in a better spot going into this next stream. But I forgot to reset everything, so I don't have my health booster. I have a Healy Mantle on instead, which is not going to do me jack shit right now. Just flinch, so let's just get that hit in, just because why not? Let's re-up the scarring. Let's get some stun damage. Let's do what we got to do. Let's get defense up, because I am using crappy armor right now for where I'm at in the story. I should upgrade that as well. Oh, that was... Hey, let me tell you. Oh, I bet some people are probably using the Defender... Oh, God, that person has a Safi'jiiva weapon. That person's using Master Rank gear in here. No wonder it took me no time at all. That's fine. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take getting through this stuff fast. What we are trying to do here, because I was inspired this morning, honestly... Ooh, edge that plate. I was inspired this morning by my shitty car and the shitty weather and the shitty time that we are having here in Fargo, North Dakota, because all the snow on the ground had melted. It was completely gone for like days. It was nice out. I was letting my cats on the balcony. They were enjoying the hell out of it. It was great times. Green grass. Everything. The works. Spring had sprung, you might say. And then it rained. And that was like, okay, well, you can tell it's spring in North Dakota because what would have once been ice is or snow, or ice, both, is now just rain because it's warm enough out. But then it got that, and then it blizzarded in April. That's what happened to me. And then that froze my car solid, and I wasn't able to do anything. So I'm assuaging my very unfortunate circumstances by trying to get to Iceborne in Monster Hunter World, which is a very icy climate. I think it feels appropriate for what's going on. Already, the snow, like, we got like fucking 6 inches, 7 inches or something of snow. Already, the snow is beginning to melt again. It's just like one death throw of winter decided to come in and shit itself all over me. It's fine, I guess. But, you know, like I said, it just inspired me to play more Monster Hunter to get to the expansion content, which has a big icy area. Oh, so what I did while I was off stream and playing off stream was do a bunch of side stuff, including the last. I think on the last episode of this, you might have seen me doing. I was going for. Oh, save a little salt for the roses, Gonchborn. Thanks very much. You know what? I'll save my salt for these monsters instead. How about? That's where I'm going to channel my fury. We don't need salt on the roads either, because it's already melting again. Everything is already basically back to the way it was. And this is just the Elder Melder telling me that the Elder Melding has been upgraded further so I can do more stuff. That's fine. That's nice to know. What else can we do here? I thought I saw... Yeah, there's one up there. There's another... Oh, there's another notification up there. No. I was ready for winter to be done, to be completely honest with you. I was ready to go outside, go on walks, let my cats on the balcony so they leave me alone a little bit in the mornings instead of trying to wake me up every morning, but that's just not going to happen now. And then winter just decided to come back with full fury of like just a 24-hour snowstorm. That was great. So I don't even need that salt because it's already almost done. Also, my another thing that really grinds my gears, you might say. I have these boots I love, these Doc Martens I love that have these nice black boots with high heels. Not high heels, well, kind of. Nice black boots with rainbow-colored shoelaces that I don't know how to replace. One of them broke. One of them broke on me the other day. Just as we had snow coming down again, my boots, my shoelace on my boot broke. So I had to wear my very nice, out in the snow, I had to wear my very nice shoes that Nikki helped pick out for me in Boston that are like this kind of like oil slick looking design and color that's very rainbowy that I love very, very deeply. And I had to wear it out in the muck and the garbage today. Now, I took good care of them. The snow was very fresh, so there wasn't a lot of like muddy snow, so I made sure to like direct my feet into the cleanest snow possible to just continue to clean off more of the stuff. So I think it turned out okay in the end, but, you know, I was still worried about them. And I need to find new rainbow-colored shoelaces that are the right size and everything like that for my thing, and it's just like, why? No, why? Okay, what am I doing here? What's going on? Okay, speak to the chief ecologist. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Okay. Another thing, I think I was trying to get at this a moment ago. The one thing that I was doing on the previous stream was trying to... Which one is the chief ecologist? This guy. I was trying to find some tracks for a pink Rathian. We didn't know it was a pink Rathian at the time, but that is what it is. I knew what it was because I've done this before on PS4. Speak to the commander. And I did that off stream just because all it is just going on random expeditions and missions and just picking up tracks, and I figured that would be pretty boring. So I waited until I had gotten enough stuff to actually start a new story quest, which is where we're at just now. We had to go kill ourselves a high rank Anjanath. Now we're killing ourselves old world monster in the new world. I'm trying to remember which one that is. Is that Kieran? That might be Kieran. Let's find out. Maybe they'll say here. The monster, many tracks of Coral Highlands. I think this is a Kieran. So this is going to be our first Elder Dragon in Monster Hunter World. No, in a Monster Hunter World tour. Yeah, I think that's why it's trying to hide it from me. It's not showing the actual monster on there. Kieran, for people who have not seen Kieran, if you're watching this stream and have never played Monster Hunter World yourself, you're in for a treat, because Kieran is a hell of a unique monster for this, like, based on what this game usually is. Looks like I've upgraded my little canteen here, too. That's nice. Ooh, big old meat. God, I would love some just good meat right now. I should have gotten some hamburger earlier. I got a hamburger the other day. That was nice. But it wasn't the hamburger I want. We've been talking about McDonald's a lot in the Fanbyte Slack. The Fanbyte editors, the Fanbyte staff has been talking a big game about McDonald's and how much we miss McDonald's. I am among the crew, among the faction that misses the hell out of McDonald's. Ooh, look at that. That's a lot of rice. That's just carbs. You know what? Rice is good, though. Carbs also good. You can tell that I'm getting into some really good stuff here with my canteen because I'm actually getting the full stamina boost now, so that's nice. I got a couple of canteen ingredients off stream as well. That was one thing. Did stuff like go collect a Rathian egg and whatnot. Just kind of boring stuff that was not, you know, not story stuff. No story progress was made. This is all story progress here. No, Gonchorn. McDonald's is not my gold standard for a burger, but McDonald's is not my any standard for a burger because as one Nikki Grayson of Fanbyte.com pointed out... Who is this? As one Nikki Grayson at Fanbyte pointed out... Oh, Pink Rathian. McDonald's is not even really burgers. It's like a different kind of food. It's like basically not even a burger at that point. As we compared it to Burger King tries to do a mass-produced burger, like real burger with real meat and stuff like that, and it's just bad because all it tastes like is a bad burger. McDonald's tastes like McDonald's. McDonald's is just its own weird entity that's just this nightmare food that I need. My gold standard for a burger is there's a diner around here. I don't know if I think it's just the diner that it is. I don't think it's like a chain of any kind, really. But there's a place called the Frying Pan here in Fargo, North Dakota, and in terms of like local burgers that I can get, the Frying Pan makes probably my favorite burger out of the bunch. A lot of people, there's a place around here called Kroll's, which a lot of people are huge fans of, I think. I've never been a huge Kroll's person. Perkins is another place. I think that's more of a chain. I think that's available in other places. Kind of a Denny's-like institution in terms of like dining. Oh my god, I'm dead. God, I maybe have needed to upgrade my armor here before this all started. SOS play. Just see how that goes. Probably shouldn't do that when I'm so close to death, but that's fine. Yeah, the Frying Pan, though, probably my #1 go-to burger. It's my go-to burger for, like, hey, it's the middle of night, and we've just gone to Barcade type thing around here. Sorry, not Barcade. Barcade gets very litigious if you call anything besides what is specifically Barcade a barcade, but it's a bar and arcade. A local place that's like a one-off shop here. Go there for a good chunk of the night sometimes, then go get Frying Pan afterwards. That's a good combo right there. That's one of my absolute favorite, that was one of my absolute favorite things to do here in town before everything started kind of, you know, going bad, weirdly enough. I don't know if you've heard that there's some stuff going on in the news. There's some developments in the world. Oh my god, Legiana, shut the fuck up. Oh! I just got him mounted! Or her, I guess. Rathians are all female. Like Jurassic Park! Shit, I need to get out of this. I need to get out of this. I need to get out of this. Okay. Mistakes were made up and down. I should have brought a, Nullberry just the same, just because I should have brought Nullberries because, I thought I was going to fight a Kirin. It's not a Kirin. It is in fact a Pink Rathian, which means that I should have brought antidotes. Now, even the fact that I didn't need a Nullberry to fight this Pink Rathian, I should have brought if I had brought Nullberries for the Kirin that I thought it was, I would in fact have Nullberries all ready to deal with this Legiana that showed up. So just up and down, lots of errors in judgment on my part, and we're gonna get through it anyway. We're gonna do what we can here. I'm going to put up, since I need some defense, let's put up defense up, because I do not have nearly good enough armor for this fight, I don't think. But we're going to probably do okay, I think. After this, we'll maybe look at making some armor. I should have upgraded before, but I'm still using a lot of low-rank armor. This is kind of one of the... Oh my god, again with this. This is kind of one of the first early fights in the high-rank stuff that actually starts to matter. So be careful if you're doing that. Be careful if you've just gotten into high rank and are going on this mission where they don't tell you what you're about to fight. Especially since you can't even stop and get items. You can't even get, like, rations and stuff like that. That's a little bit annoying, but I'm gonna... Like I said, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Oh, hey. My, I forgot I SOS flared. Okay, so this will probably be fine. Somebody has SOS'd in with me. I'll probably make it just fine. So, you know, thanks for them SOSing with me. I will attack up for them. Get this boost here. One of the most coveted skills from any hunting horde in Monster Hunter world. The attack up buff. Good stuff. Hopefully that fireball doesn't hit me. It's not going to hit me. Not even close. Not even close, girl. Oh, fuck. Okay, okay. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Let's get wind pressure negated, because it's a flying wyvern. It's probably got some kind of wind stuff on it. I can never really remember. I don't fight a lot of Pink Rathians, honestly. They're kind of a pain in the ass now, because in Monster Hunter World Iceborne, they buffed them, so they do that, like, mega poison. There's, like, a large poison, like a more powerful poison in this now, that just drains your health way faster than it ever used to. But I think we should be okay. Nope, gonna get hit. As long as I don't get stunned, well, I am stunned. Okay, but Azin's got my back here. He's drawing the attention. So I'll make a potion up. Other than that, how's everybody been doing lately? How's everybody been feeling? God. You know, it's still probably pretty rough out there for a lot of folks. Still probably getting adjusted to a lot of this stuff. Oh my goodness! This is what I hate about Rathians and Rathalos. All the Wrath family is just their charging bullshit. Actually, is what I hate more than the poison, more than the tail whips. Oh, that was a Tsetse. So I saw the flash go off. I thought that was maybe an ally's flash pod, but no, that was a Tsetse flash. Stun flash. Let's get this going. Oh, nope! I fainted. I just fainted. It was on me. After this, we're definitely gonna get that upgrade. Get some upgrades here.
If you run out of health, you'll faint.
Some high rank armor.
Faint too many times and you'll fail the quest.
Oops, can't eat again yet. But this is an opportunity to switch out some of my stuff. So I want to switch out. Nope, not. I don't really care about the Palico stuff yet. I should upgrade them too, though. Now that I think about it. Get rid of that Geely Mantle. Let's put that on. Let's go to the item box. Let's do this. Load out. So we can... I don't need rations. A Stera Jerky's not going to hurt, though. Yeah, because I want Antidote because Pink Rathian poisons the shit out of you. They do that deadly poison now. That might only be a master rank thing, though. I don't know if they do that in high rank. Some master rank monsters have slightly different variations on what they can do and can't do in Monster Hunter now. But I'm not sure. That's a Legiana. That's just going to get in my way. There's no way she doesn't pick up on me and start attacking me, though, is there? It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Let's keep on moving. Keep on moving, keep on moving, keep on moving. Nope, 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 nope. She's going to pick up on me. I do not have Healy. I switched out to my health booster. Because Healy is not nearly as useful in these fights here. Should, however, max potion, just to have it. I don't need to worry about the stamina so much because I need to do this, and then this, and then spin, and then fall. But let's put out that health booster. Nope. Help my ally as much as I can there with a little bit of booster. Oh, that's quite hit my head. Oh no, that's doing stun damage. There, okay. Let's get that. Oh, goodness. Okay, no, this is okay, though. This actually works out for me, because now I can do this, give myself here a chance to start juicing up, at least build up my stuff. Okay, we're going to get movement speed, the good old self-improvement. We're going to get attack up large once I go back. There we go. Once I encore, that's the word for it. That's going to be a fireball, but I don't think it's going to hit me now. No. Okay, let's go. Looks like they are down for the count, so that'll be a good chance to get these buffs up, and then spin to win. Which is what I love to do with the hunting horn. Once you get those spins off, it gets really easy to just chain into a bunch of real good stun combos. Get a big hit there from the side swipe, but I'm going to go to the side and fall down anyway. I should get that defense back up, actually, just to be on the safest side possible. Grab this. Bigger wasp. There we go. This defense, yeah, it's double note. Okay, there we go. Let's get that going. Get this going. Re-up those couple of buffs there, because why not? Oh wait, now we're back in business. Now we're back in business a little bit better. Oh no, we're gonna get knocked flat on our ass, and as long as I'm not stunned, I'm good. So I'm fine with that. Let's grab Mega Potions, even though I still have some first aid kits. It's not until you get to master rank the first aid kits start having honey built into them. You have to otherwise just waste honey on first aid kits as it is, and I'm just not about that life right now. I'm not about finding honey. Oh, what the hell? Oh, boy. Ugh, maybe I do just need to fucking get me some better armor here. I guess I really do, though. Jesus Christ, if I'm getting that worked by a Pink Rathian. Pink Rathian without any poison on it or anything? Let's go for the defense up large there. Hopefully my teammate doesn't get too upset with me on this one, because that was rough. Alright. The Pink Rathian's probably in pretty bad shape at this point, though, so hopefully, as long as I can just, like, not completely eat shit. If I play a little bit more conservatively, I tend to play the hunting horn a little bit more aggressively. I've been a little bit conservative now, but maybe I should just go full conservative, because I just can't take a hit for shit right now with this low rank armor. It's all unupgraded too. I guess I should think about that. I haven't pumped any armor spheres into anything. I didn't have any money there for a while because I was upgrading my weapon, so that's actually probably part of it. All right. As safe as we can be here. We'll get that. We'll get defense up large. And we'll be the corner duder a little bit, especially now that there's a goddamn Odogaron in here. Get out the way, get out the way. But we'll add some juice to our ally here. And we'll make sure that they have an easier time by giving them these buffs here. All I'm trying to do is make sure that my teammates don't die right now. Because I don't want to die right now. Because that would be a real pain in the ass if I had to restart this whole thing from the start. Let's just start building up the songs, then move on. There we go. Yeah, it was like basically just a, more or less like a one-shot there on the Pink Rathian, unless my health was way lower than I thought it was, and I just wasn't paying attention. Wasn't poisoned, wasn't on fire, it just got tail swiped right out of the air. But I'm using this like low-rank bug armor, which isn't even the best low-rank armor, I suppose. And a couple other things that need to be fixed here. So maybe I can just try to play deep support here in Monster Hunter this time. Get past that Tsetse, that's fine. Tsetse's not gonna give me much trouble anyway, as long as I don't get caught in a flash, and even then you can just Superman dive out of it. What else have we got going on here? Vigor Wasp set, that's nice. Whatever I do, I just want to make sure I give my buffs to my ally, and then stick back a little bit. Make sure that that Pink Rathian doesn't completely wax me. I guess Pink Rathian at this point in the game is the first like real high rank exclusive monster that you've actually fought. That I've actually fought, at least on this. Let's be very careful here. Okay. It's gonna come back up through there. I just know it. Yep. Okay, here we go. Oh no. Get that flash for them. On the way down, love to do that. I don't know if the buff is going to apply to them from back here, from down here. We're in the same area, but I'm up lower down, so I don't know how that actually transfers. It's never really come up before. I've never been so far back when I've been applying my buffs, because the hunting horn does so much damage in Monster Hunter World that you want to like be landing those hits as best as you possibly can, so I try to make sure that I'm doing it up front. The only times it really comes into effect, the only times I really have to worry about whether or not my allies are receiving the buffs are when they are the ones way far back, not the other one around. Get the mount. A mount would be huge here if I could just help my ally in that, especially with the Pink Rathian so weak. I do have some traps I could just drop as well. That might be something to consider. Yes, there's a mount. Mounting is something I could do. Mounting doesn't require any special armor or equipment or anything like that. I can just do my thing in here. I can just go at it. There we go. Do it on the head too. We get some extra stun damage built up for towards the next stun after that. That'll be great. Good stuff. That's what I love to see. It's not actually going to do the full thing at the end there because of... Well, there we go. Hey! We made it through. That's all I care about, is just making it through that one time.
Right here in the new world? We need to report this to the commander, ASAP.
I take a sip of my cherry coke. There we go. Now we can leave and then perhaps build one or two new pieces of high-ranking gear so we're not just getting completely slapped around. Especially since I'm going to start putting some armor spheres into some of this stuff too. I think it has been clear. I think this mission in particular has proven that my current profile is not equipped for the big hunt stuff right now. Not for the high-rank stuff that I'm getting into at this point. But I made it. I did it. I did it. Check some messages here while I wait for this mission to round out. Oh, if I could get a piece of Pink Rathian gear out of this, that wouldn't be bad, actually. I don't remember what high rank Pink Rathian gear actually does give you, though. New optional quest, Empress of the Highlands, high rank Safari is now available, a new cutscene, new upgrade level is available for armor. Nice. Oh, boy. Got myself another cutscene to go through here.
Never thought we'd find her in the Coral Highlands.
It takes a small combination of miracles for a subspecies to emerge. At least that's what the scholars said.
All the same, she's in remarkable condition. She must have grown somewhere rich in nutrients.
I might know where that is.
Oh, hey, it's this guy.
Admiral!
Admiral, that's right.
At last, he returns.
I've been enjoying watching your exploits. Fine work, I must say. Well done.
Would it have killed you to help instead of just watching?
What for? You seem to have it covered.
This guy seems very
Here,
flippant
some souvenirs.
about my very near failure there in the last mission. Oh, are we getting into Elder's Recess stuff? This might be first sign of the Elder's Recess, actually.
Interesting. Where'd you get him?
You know where you drove off, Big Ugly? Well, there's a spot further in there. And it's just loaded with these things.
They're incredible.
This is where
It's
the
like
story
there's
maybe
this
takes a little bit of a
energy
turn in
pulsating
terms of
inside
like people wanting to just like harvest resources
just
from
me,
people.
I'll wager they tie into this whole thing we've been studying somehow.
This guy fights
Well, I intend to
Rajang
find
during that
out how.
Rajang update thing, and that's
Raise
pretty
your hand or paw
cool.
if you're with
Kind of
me.
looks like a
Any of
Rajang.
these
Kind of has
jaggy
that
brains up for a
big
challenge?
Super Saiyan 3 hair going on.
These two.
Oh, who me?
Wait, what?
Okay, you two.
I should
See
upgrade
you
that
on
Calico 2 element, like I
I'll
said
be at the
earlier.
tunnel.
I should, now that I see that it's... I don't think I've
Don't
upgraded
you
it once on
keep
my
me
PC
waiting.
playthrough here yet, just
I
yet.
hate waiting.
He hates waiting. It's important.
Have fun.
Don't die out there.
No, I died twice in that last mission, so it's probably going to happen at least one more time on this one, but who can say?
All right, partner.
Ooh,
Time
but we
for
got
an
some
expedition
Resource
to
Center
the
stuff,
Everstreet.
we got some bounties, we got
Admiral
some
said, "Don't be
Argosy
late."
stuff, we got all kinds of good stuff to work with here. Which I want those Armor Sphere pluses, because, as I promised, I'm going to look at some armor upgrades here. Mithari says, my weapon looks like a head massager. A head massage... Is that a thing? People must have head massagers? I don't know if I've ever seen one before. My weapon is actually a big giant metal bagpipe, thank you very much. Mithari, I'm using the hunting horn here, as folks from the previous episodes can probably remember as well. So buy all that stuff out, we clean out the Argosy, we go here, we do our stuff.
Galaxy style.
Yeah, the hunting horn rules. Mithari, I love the hunting horn so much. You play songs on it, it provides buffs to you and your entire team. It does huge damage because you just beat enemies over the head with it, and that's really, really fun. And actually now in Iceborne, it's pretty damn powerful in terms of like those spin attacks just do like a lot of damage if you can land them. Okay, armor, equipment, armor, forge. Alright, what do we got? We got, I could make Zora Magdaros arms, which don't really do anything for me. Tool Specialist isn't going to hurt anything. Wrath Heart Beta, sorry. That's a pretty big improvement over my Ingot Greaves, which I think are still low rank, but it gets rid of a level of defense boost, but I don't know that I care that much. So let's just get those. Let's just get higher numbers. Let's just make numbers go up. Let's make number go up. Muck Resistance I don't care about. Stamina Thief is... Stamina Thief... Well, I guess Stamina Thief doesn't hurt on high rank stuff right now because I'm not fighting Elder Dragons. So the only thing that... God, look at that rack of ribs. Look at that guy. That's a fucking monster hunter. Survival Expert. I don't even know if I remember what that one does. Stamina Thief doesn't work on Elder Dragons, but we're not really going to be fighting a lot of Elder Dragons yet. By the time we fight an Elder Dragon, we're probably going to have better stuff. in general, so let's just assume that we will right now. Quick Sheath isn't the best thing in the world, but it's also far from the worst. Especially, what am I replacing it with here? Vespoid versus the Beetle. Evade Window. Evade Window is better than Quick Sheath, probably on this build anyway. But screw it. Let's get those numbers. Racco Ribs. Let's get that. Yeah, just a really, sexy set right now. Oh, Guard. I don't need Guard. Poison Resistance is not really anything either, but... Oh, Horn Maestro. I can get Horn Maestro on here. Let's definitely grab that one then. Let's grab that Bone Armor for my legs. Now I've got a really good-looking hunter. This is just fashion, is what this is. This is symmetrical and beautiful. That's me. Upgrade some of this stuff. Let's see what I have equipped. What do I need to upgrade this damn thing? Still don't have it? Okay. Defense Charm. It's nothing. Let's get these Wrath. Oh, I don't need to use a King Armor Sphere, do I? No, I don't. I really don't need to use a King... No. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's use way less good stuff, because I don't want to waste the good stuff for later. Apparently, I must have those from, like, some kind of pre-order or something like that, because there's no way I should have King Armor Spheres right now. So, I was talking to Merritt about this. Merritt and I are definitely going to stream this again in the future here together at some point. Merritt's not quite caught up to me, and we were going to maybe do that earlier today, but had a big giant meeting that took up all of our time. So we decided not to for today, but we're going to get caught up over we're going to get her caught up over this weekend. She was just talking to me about that the other day, and I was telling her that it's actually explained in the lore of Monster Hunter. I don't know where this information lives exactly, but in the lore of Monster Hunter, your characters are able to carry and wear all this stuff because they're like weird genetically modified super soldiers, or they're the descendants of weird genetically modified super soldiers. In the lore of Monster Hunter, there was like a big giant war between the humans and the dragons, and back in the old days, and the humans infused their blood with them, like figured out that they could kill dragons and like infuse themselves with monster blood or something like that. I'm butchering this, I'm sure this is all just completely wrong, but my understanding of it is that they had like some kind of war with the dragons because they wanted to steal a bunch of good stuff and inject themselves with dragon blood, and it made them super strong and able to carry stuff around all day like this. But then, obviously, things went bad. That's why in the previous Monster Hunter games, it doesn't really come up in this one, partially because, I'm sure, because this takes place on, like, a new continent that humans haven't really been to. But, where am I supposed to be going? Head to the Everstream. Oh. Because of that stuff, all their descendants are super strong and fast and smart and everything like that now. In other Monster Hunter games, in old Monster Hunter games, there was a bunch of... Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's basically the Elder's Recess. In the old Monster Hunter games, there's a bunch of ruins and things like that left behind by the ancient civilizations that the humans don't understand anymore because the humans don't remember, 10 million years ago or whatever. I think the Wyverians do, the kind of elf people and gnome people and cats and stuff like that, because they live for super, super long, but humans not so much. I don't think I need a cool drink up in here. Yeah, okay. So there this is the last major zone of high rank stuff, so we finally unlocked that. We're making good progress towards Iceborne. Iceborne, I mean, I think there's a part where I'm eventually going to just need to grind out rank, like grind out high rank stuff, in which case I might, depending on how much actual grinding I need to do, I might do some of that off stream.
The commission's top dog.
Maybe start on it here and then end it out there or something like that. We'll see. And I'll be playing with Merritt over this weekend, I think, to try and build some of that stuff up anyways and help her. So that will probably build up some event rank. Not event rank. High rank. What I was going to say is that there are also event quests that give you higher rank. So that'd be a good way to grind, but I'm sure people don't want to watch me just kill the same 2 monsters 60 times in a row to try and get my rank up.
Did you find Anarchy Ghonte?
So we're moving into the real...
I expect to.
Getting close to what the end game of Monster Hunter World used to look like back when, high rank was the highest rank you could get into before Master Rank. We'll be getting into the Elder's Recess here. It's going to show us off a bunch of monsters like Dodogama. I think it shows Uragon. there's a whole like cutscene, if I'm not mistaken, that just shows like a bunch of different monsters all at once here that live here in the kind of volcanic-y region,
place is
the
amazing.
Elder's
Look at the
Recess in
streams.
Monster Hunter World.
You can feel it in your bones, right?
Aragon.
Something is a stirring.
That's because
Aragon
the
Dodogama.
Ember Stream is just
Who else
pulsing
lives here?
with incredible
Lavasia
amounts of
lives
energy.
here.
All those crazy tough monsters
There's
you
a
tangled
couple
with,
others that only
They must
really
have come
appear
from
in
deeper
Monster Hunter,
within.
or in the
Why? What's here?
Elder's Recess. And then obviously
You see.
there's
Zora
Elder
riled
Dragons
something
are going to
up
start
when
showing up,
it was
in which case I'm going to have to start going to
Someone
old
that
zones.
runs deep.
Valhazak only shows up in
Come to the
the
new
Elder's
world.
Recess in the
Anarchy Ghonte.
original Monster Hunter world. Now Valhazak, the new subspecies of Valhazak, Blackveil Valhazak, will show up in the Ancient Forest as well. Kushala Daora
now we'll find out
also
what we're
does that.
dealing with.
That's going to be a fun time on
ready.
this stream,
Things are
is
about
showing
to
me
move
fight
real
Kushala
fast.
Daora, everybody's favorite monster in Monster Hunter World. Just a real fun time. This big giant robot dragon that shoots wind everywhere and blocks off your access to different exits and entrances, and just makes it literally impossible to get near him because your attacks bounce off of his wind. It really sucks. It's a hell of a fight. God, it's a, and then it's I have to fight Teostra. Teostra is, I think, Murray was the first one that introduces you to in terms of the Elder Dragons. It's a part where you have to fight a bunch of Elder Dragons, kind of all one after another, and I think it's Valhazak, Kushala Daora, Teostra, Anarchy Ghonte is in that bunch, because Anarchy Ghonte is kind of like the, more or less the initial boss of the game, and then you get Xeno'jiva, which is the actual, like, real final boss of Monster Hunter World, and then you get into Arch-Tempered and stuff like that, and it kind of changes.
Amazing.
Take a sip of
right?
my Cherry Coke
Yeah.
Zero. Elder's Recess. Here we go. It's a cool looking place, though. You know, if anybody was a big fan of the Coral Highlands, this kind of has a similar kind of vibe of just like big, weird, primordial looking area that I like a lot.
There's so many of these crystals in here, you're likely to trip on them.
Some of them are huge. How do they form?
What
Beats
else
the
am I...
heck out of
There's
me,
another Elder
but
Dragon
I'll
I'm missing
tell
here.
you what.
Lunastra was DLC, so it's not
This
Lunastra.
place is sizzling with
Deviljo's not
bioenergy,
an Elder Dragon, so it's
and
not
that
Deviljo.
means the monsters around here are tougher than
Yeah,
other
I have been
crystals.
drinking a lot of Cherry Coke Zero lately.
Admiral.
Mathari. It's been kind of my
There's
go-to
something
pop.
that's been
I have
bothering
sworn
me.
Mellow Yellow actually used to
Which
be
is?
my like pop of choice,
Why would Zora
but I
Magdaros
hate
tunneling
Mellow
over
Yellow
here
Zero
instead of simply
and
dying
Mellow
in the
Yellow
veil?
as a very sugary
There's
drink
something here
that
luring
also
me.
has a lot of citrus in it is terrible for my teeth. So
Who knows?
after enough cavities and issues with
But we
cavities,
do
I
have
decided
one
to
clue.
switch over to diet purely for the
Anarchy Ghonte.
tooth
You're
problems.
right. Nergi Ghonte and Zora Magdaros. We've always seen them together. It must have had its own reason for coming.
I don't mean to talk too over the
And not just
cutscene
him
and the story
either.
stuff going on too much. I don't know how much
Fact
people care
is,
about the
loads
story
of
stuff.
powerful monsters that hold
I'm sure for a lot of
themselves
people
up in
watching
here.
this is their first time through some of the story.
We need to track them one by one. And maybe we might just find a pattern.
Right.
Of
God,
course, I'm
I
just
cannot take my character seriously right now. Look at my big fucking weirdo. Look at my JRPG guard looking motherfucker. I'm working for some Magitech Empire. About to get killed by Cloud Strife looking guy. Alright, it's ridiculously simple. First, we're gonna take a stroll in the Elder's Recess. Then we're gonna study the monsters that live there. And lastly, we're gonna scout out Anarchy Ghonte tracks. Easy, right? Stroll, study, scout. You ready? Of course you're ready. Time to move. Uncovering Anarchy Ghonte secrets. Oh, this is more of that same kind of stuff, isn't it? This is more of the looking for
Get
tracks
those
that I
legs
kind of did
moving.
off stream last
We've got
time.
monster hunting to do.
Okay, good to know, Mathari, that this is interesting to see where the story is for you. Cite all monsters in the Elder's Recess. Search for signs of Anarchy Ghonte. So that's going to be... I'm going the wrong way, but I wanted to grab these bitter bugs. Because bitter bugs are still kind of at a premium at this point in the game for me. Plus I have... Oh, small monster culling. What is dying? Where are all these monsters dying? Oh, I bet other monsters are killing the monsters that I need to kill, so that's fine. Yeah, it's Strange Gunhorn. I know that I'm making very obscure references to stuff like that. I watched that Final Fantasy VII trailer earlier today. People warned me maybe not to do that because there's spoilers in it, but I think I just don't know enough about Final Fantasy VII. I'm not going to talk about the spoilers here, just for the record, or anything I saw in it, because I wouldn't know what is a spoiler and what's not anyway. I'm just saying that I watched that trailer earlier today, and that looks cool. I'm excited for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I didn't play... Final Fantasy VII was never my Final Fantasy of choice, not even my PlayStation Final Fantasy of choice. I was always a Final Fantasy IX person, which people can definitely figure out about me pretty damn quickly if you look at like anything we've ever written about Final Fantasy on the website. But that music that they play in that trailer, that like really sort of like moody, like Western kind of song that they have in the all the Final Fantasy VII trailers so far, just really gets me. That stuff is that stuff really hits you. And it makes me remember that maybe one of my favorite parts about Final Fantasy 15 was the Florence and the Machine song at the beginning of that game. Lots of Anarchy Ghonte tracks around here, so I'm actually filling up that bar pretty damn fast. I don't think I need to fight all these monsters. Okay, so there's Dodogama. Does it show Dodogama first, or does it show a bunch all at once? No, it's just going to probably show one at a time, I think. Dodogama, real easy monster. If it does want me to fight it, I'll fight it, because Dodogama ain't shit. Just a big, great Jagras with firepower. That's all it is. No, it's not asking me to actually fight it, so if I can just sneak in these thorns... Where are these thorns? Okay. If I can just pick those up without it knocking me out, I'll just grab those and move on, I think.
Looks like you've been
Yes.
hit with blast flight.
Fantastic,
You better
okay.
do something before you get blown to smithereens.
Let's get on out of there. I need to sight the rest of the monsters. Oh, am I not? I thought it just took... Maybe I didn't have as many as I thought. I thought I was out of blast bite, but I'm not. So let's just go ahead and do that. Let's get down here. I don't have any cool drinks on me because I've literally not been in any place in the game that allows me to get chill shrooms, which is what you need to make cool drinks in Monster Hunter World. But I know where I can get some if I just go this other way, because if I go down there, right there where you can see me, kind of pointing, I should be able to find another one of these monsters. I think there's... God, I want to say there's 4 of them, but I can't remember for the life of me what the 4th one would be. Maybe it is just 3. Maybe it is just Dodogama, Lavassioth, and Uragon. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just completely wildin'.
This heat is something else. Use a cool drink to stave off that heat.
You bet. Got that cool drink. Start taking damage here in the fiery areas if you're not careful, if you're not using cool drinks to keep yourself cool. There's also some skills you can get later on that make you immune to it. Heat Guard, appropriately enough, protects you from it. Oh, footprints. Oh, it's not Anarchy Ghonte, though. Anarchy Ghonte is the one I really want. Picking up those splintered thorns seemed like it did a lot. Where's Lavassioth? This is Lavassioth's big place. This is where Lavassioth really loves to hang out. There's a mission, there's an event quest called The Name's Lavassioth, I think is what it's called, where Lavassioth will just puke out different gems for you, which is a really cool thing. And that's basically where you fight it almost the entire time there. Hi, Stodicus. Welcome back to the party. You're not hours late at all, Stodicus. I've only been streaming for about 53 minutes now, and a lot of that time was just me setting up the stream and making sure that the local recording was working, because I'm going to record this locally so people can watch after the fact a little bit more conveniently. But it is nice to have you back, Stodicus. It's always nice to have the normal folks back in on the stream. A little bit of light crowd today in terms of viewers, which maybe makes sense considering it's a Friday evening and not a Friday morning, which is when I usually do these. I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff going on. I know a lot of other people like to stream on Fridays, but also that's why I'm archiving this stuff. Also, I'm sure that everybody who would normally be watching is just instead focusing on watching the old archives of the Late Lunch and... What was that game? Turds? Turds is the abbreviation. It's the acronym. God, what is that game? Totally Real Delivery Service? Is that what it is? God, I need to watch those. I wasn't able to be on the Totally Real Delivery Service stream with everybody the other day, but God, that looked like it was fun as hell. Okay, where are we going now? Yeah, we did a stream of it, or we didn't. A bunch of people at Fanbyte did. A bunch of us, the crew, did. Nikki, Merritt, and John streamed a whole bunch of that, and they did a really, really great stream. They also did a fashion show in Animal Crossing that was a really great stream. I wasn't on either of those. I do these solo streams instead all the time because I stream at odd hours. Glad to hear you enjoyed it, Mathari. Sounds like you were there, or at least saw the archive. I need to go back and watch the whole thing. I've seen some of the clips, and it seems like a real ridiculous time. LB, I think, was also... LB Hunktears, fan fight editor over at fanbyte.com, was on that stream. Okay, so now it's Uragon. I know where Uragon likes to hang out, so let's go find him and see if that finishes off this little part of the mission here, finding all the monsters in the Elder's Recess, or if my initial assumption was right, and that there are 4. There might be. So the other weird thing, too, is a bunch of the zones are still held off. That's going to be a whole thing that opens up after a little bit. There was another part down there, back where I just came from, that opens up later as part of the story. This is the same with a bunch of different... Whoopsie. That's the same with a bunch of different zones in Monster Hunter World. A bunch of parts of the map open up over time. So if you're not... If you don't know to expect that, you don't realize how big some of these places can get. I think the Ancient Forest still has a couple of different places. Grab these chill shrooms, because I'm going to need more cool drinks as I continue to explore here. Oh, I need this barrel deposit actually now, too. I'm so used to just ignoring these on PlayStation. But no, I actually do need some of these things here, especially for food and whatever. Oh, you ass! Get down. Get down. Oh my god, really? Just get down. Can you just get down real quick? Can you just not be in the air like that? What if you were just, like, dead, too, actually? Let's just start there. Oh, I need to kill more monsters for that bounty anyway. I got a couple bounties. So, might as well. God, I hate the flying small monsters. They are such a pain in the ass in this game. Yes, Mithari and Stadicus, the archives for both of those things are, in fact, in the Discord at fanbyte.com/discord if you want to go see those archives. Otherwise, I'm going to get them on the website here fairly soon. Now that I have those videos, I'm going to start getting those together. We are also working on some stuff for the website to try and make it a little bit easier. We're gonna, podcasts come first and foremost, because let me tell you, podcasts are some of the more popular stuff that we do. Our podcast does pretty damn well in comparison to the videos, but we are going to be adjusting some of the on-site stuff, so it's easier to sort through some of that stuff. We're sorting through podcasts first and foremost, but then we're also probably going to deploy a lot of that same tech, a lot of that same arrangement for the video stuff once I start archiving more. So. Expect good things. We have plans for a lot of good stuff. We had a lot of good stuff go up at the site today. With that wrestling piece about Owen Hart go up that I was very, very happy with how that turned out. It was very exciting. Not really a feel-good article. Not really, it's like something fun to talk about, but oh yeah, Uragon is very cute. Look at that Thanos-looking motherfucker. Look at that guy. Just real fun to hang out with. He also just sucks. Like, he sucks to fight. I don't like him. He's very mean. He rolls around a lot. He's really hard to kind of keep in one place for too long. And once he starts rolling, I think Lavasioth has the deservedly so, the reputation for being a bigger pain in the ass to fight. Because it likes to harden its shell a lot, it likes to hide under lava a lot, which just makes the fight take forever. I think Uragon and the Radobon, the kind of like the two big roly-poly guys in this game, also have that kind of same thing going on, because they'll just like sit around and roll. It's just like, okay, just gotta wait for him to finish his thing. I just sit here and, yep, I guess that's what I'm doing. That's just my life now. My monster hunting. It's me. I think after this, though, now that once I get a couple more things picked up, I might return from this expedition so I can start getting Anarchy Ghonte, because I've already filled up the Anarchy Ghonte bar pretty well, but I need to find more tracks, and the tracks probably won't respawn as much until I leave the mission and come back on, like, an optional mission. And actually, we might as well do an optional mission, because then we can start getting some more monster parts for some better armor. And actually, now that I've been to the Elder's Recess, I have mined a couple of different spots that might allow me to upgrade some other stuff. I think that Fire Cell Stone might have been the last piece that I needed to upgrade my hunting horn just a tiny bit. Just get one more touch of damage out of this sucker. We'll take a look. We'll find out. We'll find out a couple things. Oh, we can get some ivy here. Why not? What can we get rid of? Is there anything we can afford to get rid of here? I don't need god bugs. God bugs just kind of generate automatically back at the research commission, the botanical research garden. Anyway, so let's just do that. And then let's return from expedition, because we've gotten enough here, I think. We've gotten what we need. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Ramba trying to go after my cord again now that my roommate has left the apartment. And now he's trying to get up under my blanket, but I don't think he's going to fit, and I don't think he realizes that. Oh, Ramba. There's not much room up there, buddy. Also, you're standing on the blanket in such a way that is going to make it really difficult for you to get anywhere. Hold on one sec. Oh, 1 sec. There. I'm trying to make room for my cat to lay under my blanket on my desk here. He loves to lay under blankets. Won't sit on my lap for shit, but inside my lap using the blankets, that's a whole different story. That's something he's all for. This is incredibly awkward, by the way. This feels very strange and difficult, and he is moving around a lot. Oh my goodness. Oh, buddy. Trying to let him under my blanket. It's tough. He doesn't have a lot of room to work with. We'll see if he stays. He's under my blanket on my desk right now. This is one of the many reasons that I need to get a webcam in here, is because I'm currently set up in such a way where I have a blanket around my legs, sitting in a desk chair, sorry, a gamer chair, next to my computer, with my legs up on the desk, caked in blanket, cat now inside of my blanket cocoon on top of my desk. He doesn't seem to mind, so I think he just lives there now. I think I just have to deal with this. That's fine. That's fine. I've received quite a few unsettling reports from the field team that elder dragons are showing up across the regions, and these reports started pouring in around the same time that you were out investigating the Elder's Recess. That leads me to believe there's some connection to whatever Anarchy Ghonte is up to. I want you to keep looking into what that connection might be. I'll work from my end to gather more information about the Elder Dragons and determine the appropriate response. Oops, didn't mean to talk to you again, I'm sorry. Bounty complete, resource center thing complete, Elder Melder has something to tell me. Ecological research, new results, we got all kinds of stuff happening right now. We have an embarrassment of riches at play here in Monster Hunter World. On the Monster Hunter World Tour. Oh, okay. Torrent Sack, that's gonna be, Torrent Sack, that's Geratodus, I think. Harvest Box upgrade. Can I finally start making some Mandragoras in here or not? Like, what's up? What's the deal with that, my guy? Oh, hey, I can actually do some different things. Does that include Mandragoras? It does not include Mandragoras, which is a little bit of a bummer, but we'll make do for now. Let's get this honey. Always get to honey, as we like to say. Let's get some mite seeds as well. Actually, let's get some catalyst in there as well. See you, Gonchhorn. Have fun at happy hour. As much as you possibly can in this whole state of affairs right now, with everything that's going on right now. I'm sure happy hour looks pretty different than it probably does normally. Staticus, your cat is a lap and blanket oriented. Absolutely nice. I wish mine was more lap oriented. I think lap would be way more convenient for me instead of like under blanket all the time. He also likes to sleep. Ramba does specifically. Conti, I've got two. One of them is currently just sleeping on my bed. Yeah. but Ramba likes to sleep in sort of the I don't know, the valley. When, you know, if I'm laying on my bed, likes to lay between my two legs and use my leg as a pillow for his head, which is, you know, cute at first, but once you've been sitting like that for several hours, it gets a little bit difficult to, you know, move your legs around and stuff like that, and I, at least personally, have some trouble with that. Fusium ore is what I actually need. Okay. I need 8 of it as well. But that's a pretty decent bump in... Ooh, yeah. Okay, that's where we finally start getting the, like, high-ranked songs, so that's what we want. We want some Fusium ore. Let's get ourselves some Fusium ore. Let's get ourselves leveled up. Let's fight some Elder Dragons. Let's do everything we need to do to get farther here in Monster Hunter World. Let's check out... Okay, so what do they want? So they say, head to the Elder's Recess. Now, is that just... They just want me to do an expedition there? I don't want to do that. What I want is to actually fight some stuff. So let's take a look. We got anything under assigned? No. Okay, that's fine. Because that just means that I can go fight some monsters. I don't want to do that one in the Wildspire Ways. No, I want to go to... Do I have anything for the Elder's Recess? No. At least not yet. What do we have, though? Okay, we have Jagras, we've got Anjanath, we've got Kulalaku, we've got Baroth, we've got Sinsiaku, we've got Radoban. Oh, let's just do it. Let's just go to the Elder's Recess again here. Let's get that Fusium ore. Let's do this stuff. I want that Fusium ore, and I want Anarchy Ghonte tracks.
It all makes sense now.
And now I want to check some messages on my phone here.
You've got monster hunting to do.
All right. Now, what do we do? Mostly treating tonight's stream as just kind of an excuse to try and kind of get caught up, because I want to get to Iceborne, because I want to show off the new seasonal event that's sneaking in here next week in Monster Hunter. I could show it off on PS4 for sure, but it's a little bit more of a pain in the ass to stream, and also the game just doesn't look as good on PS4 as it does on PC, so I wanted to play the better looking version with the better load times. And we did find out last night that the next seasonal event, the Full Blossom Fest in Monster Hunter World, is going to be starting off on Thursday, which is exciting for me as somebody who loves those seasonal events, especially if you get to Iceborne. The thing about Iceborne that's really nice is... Oh, I can capture these things, can't I? I should do that, just to be safe. I forget what gives you new foods and stuff. Nitro Toad. Once you get to Iceborne, you get access to the Steamworks and a bunch of other stuff in Monster Hunter World, so I want to be able to get to that in time for the seasonal event on Thursday. So I'm going to really be pushing through some of this stuff. And like I said, might do some optional stuff on the side here, off stream. Gonna get a bunch of other stuff going. Friday's maybe not the most optimal time to be streaming, but I do what I have to do for the content, for the story, for Monster Hunter. Did I grab... Oh, I can check my item pouch. I can check what I have. Did I get 2? I got 2 Fusium ores, so I'm actually good to leave right now if I want to and upgrade this hunting horn. But let's just, since I've got a basically empty pouch, let's grab a couple other things too while we're here anyway. Let's get some bones. Oh, little Ramba put his paw underneath my knee. It's a very awkward position still, but it's, you know, very cute at the same time. Little kitty. Little cutie kitty. Let's see what else we got in here. Not gonna try and get into any fights. Just gonna try and get that fusing or get that level up my hunting horn here, so I can get attack up large and all that other good stuff for people. Going in, then I'll probably, once I get into those Elder Dragon fights, I'm gonna obviously be SOS flaring. Not obviously, I guess, but if I'm gonna be using a hunting horn anyway, I might as well play with other human beings who, you know, can benefit from my very, very good weapon. My very good support, my top level support play with my hunting horn. What else we got here? Check my emails while we load. The work never stops. Being a video game journalist never stops. Cancelled event with note.
I think we have enough data on Anarchy
Oh,
Ghonte now.
right.
Want to report to ecological research?
Weird. Things getting cancelled out there, as it turns out. I can't imagine why. It seems like a lot of things are just getting cancelled all over the place all at once. I'm not sure, entirely sure why. Oh boy, I went to the gas station last night because it's one of the only places I go to anymore to get anything for like snacks and stuff like that. Because it's just going to the grocery store right now is just, you know, not a great idea and it's kind of a hassle. Went to the gas station and they were playing music like they do at gas stations at night, and it was playing Rhythm of the Night by Corona was the song that they had chosen to play over the radio, and I cannot for the life of me decide if that was intentional or not. Oh, classify a monster that can't be classified, and that's to toss it into the Elder Dragon pile. Anyway, I just thought you should know. The commander will fill you in on the rest. Good luck out in the field. That's all I've got to say. Now, what's on your mind? I don't know. What's on your mind? My character doesn't have a lot on their mind. They don't talk, ever. It's one of those games. But it's fine. Because, oh, am I going to have enough money? I didn't actually check how much money I need to upgrade this horn. I might have to do an optional mission still to upgrade the horn. Otherwise, I could see if there's anything I have left to sell, but I bet probably not much. Anarchy Ghonte has been as much of a riddle to us as the Elder Crossing itself. For years upon years, we and Anarchy Ghonte have been eyeing the same prize from opposite shores. Studying our adversary could throw wide the door to the Elder Crossing's deepest mysteries.
Listen up.
I want all hunters to begin fieldwork on Anarchy Ghonte. Sign up for the quest and head for the Elder's Recess. We need to know everything about our target and how it lives. I know you won't let me down.
This is it.
I won't let him down.
Us versus Anarchy Ghonte.
I have never let anyone down in my entire life. I've never fainted. I've never lost a mission. I've never done anything. Nothing bad has ever happened in Monster Hunter. Not certainly not to me. I'm too good at this game to allow such a thing to happen. I've never definitely said into the microphone, hey, I'm doing really, really well, and then immediately eaten shit on camera for everyone to see. I don't know why you would imply otherwise, you know. Alright, what do we need here?
Want something making?
Let's find out what we got money-wise. We got jack shit. We have 166 zenny. Okay, well that's nothing. That's not a good number. It's a bad number. It's a very low number, you might say. How much do I actually need to upgrade this dang thing? I already bought everything from the Argosy, so it means I don't have money. Of course, the obvious option always available to me is that I could just use the Guardian and Defender stuff. But the Guardian and Defender stuff, I feel like it's just not true to the spirit of the Monster Hunter World Tour. The Monster Hunter World Tour is to show off what Monster Hunter is basically like for people who have never seen it before, or haven't seen it in a while and want a refresher, or are just getting into the game and kind of want tips on stuff like that. I feel like it's just not honest, you know? I just want to be honest. With me, with the viewers, with everything. Attack up small with Bonhorn, like Radabon, okay. Hey! Glad your cat has released your computer. Staticus. I don't know why your cat had control of your computer in the first place, but I'm sure there's a very simple explanation for it. Scout fire, attack up, fire resistance boost. I don't really care about any of that stuff. Let's just get money. You know what I like? Money. Money is important to me. It's why I have this job. They were like, we're gonna give you some money, and I was just like, that sounds great. Honestly.
Partner.
Anarchy Ghonte. Literally don't think. Oh my goodness, she's got a lot to say. Normally her talk is just not really like vital to anything. We should talk to the Admiral. Okay, got it. It's the Anarchy Ghonte mission. Anarchy Ghonte would get me a fuckload of money. Do I want to go in and fight a Anarchy Ghonte with my existing horn, though? Or do I want to fight something else? Let's just get some of this stuff out of the way. Let's get some money on some of these things. Thank you, Suttas. I'm glad that my honesty is worth something to some people out there. The Defender and Guardian weapons are a really nice thing. I think they're a smart addition to Monster Hunter. I think they were like a really good idea to help level boost people through some of this stuff. And that's what Merritt is using. Merritt, when I'm playing with her, is using the existing gear, the level boost gear. But not me. Not on this stream anyway. Maybe there will maybe be a point where it just makes sense as a like normal upgrade to basically get the Defender gear and the Guardian gear, because it'll be like, oh well, basically the next step up from what you need right now before, like after killing a Beatotus or before killing a Beatotus and leveling up that way is just going to be this stuff. So then I might be using it at least for one mission or something like that, and then I'll fight Beatotus. I'll What's after Beatotus? Barioth. Barioth is one of the early monsters in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. But after that, besides that, before that, I'm just sticking with the normal progression of things, because I want to really show off what this game is about. Like, kind of what you could expect, personally, if you tried to play this game, if you tried to get through Monster Hunter World, again, or maybe for the first time ever. Who knows? Can I catch those grasshoppers? I bet I can. Let's catch a grasshopper. Got him. It's mine now. Emperor Hopper. A grasshopper as big as its moniker would suggest. It's swift, frenetic, jumps make it hard to capture. Let me tell you, I had no trouble. I don't know what other people are having trouble with. Oh, I gotta play some, I'm playing a lot of this lately. I've been playing Monster Hunter World. I'll probably play on my PS4 as well after this stream, honestly, just because I want to get my weeklies done before next week, before we get, what's it called? The full Blossom Fest with the new armor and new events and all that stuff. That's going to be fun. But I've also been playing... Well, I have a code for Resident Evil 3 that I've had for a couple days. I need to do more with that. Play some Resident Evil 3 Remake. I don't know if... Are people looking forward to that game? Are people excited for Resident Evil 3 Remake? I feel like people were really, really, really excited for Resident Evil 2 Remake, and then I feel like I've heard next to nothing about Resident Evil 3 in terms of hype. But we're going to be doing some stuff with that in the future here regardless. We'll see how that turns out. I want to check out that Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, which seems like it's maybe going to be something of a sleeper hit. It seems like it's very janky right now, but in a very endearing sort of way. Which I do like an endearingly janky game, to be completely honest with you. I don't really know anything about it. I think it's like kind of a simulation-y, medieval kind of combat game. Not like a Mordhau. Mordhau is like very PvE focused. I think Mountain Blade is a little bit more story driven or like systemic, I guess. I'm trying to think of what to compare it to, like a Kenshi or like a Crusader Kings, but like, oh well, I don't need Wind Pressure Negated. I don't know why I did that. Hey Nerds Beware, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's been a pretty light affair tonight, so you haven't really missed too much. Yeah, Mountain Blade is gonna... Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be something... I don't know. Cass Marshall, a friend of mine over at Polygon, has been playing a lot of that, and they have been describing it as a real good time. The screenshots they have been posting. If you don't follow Cass on Twitter, they are worth it, I think. But also... just those images of that Mountain Blade 2 stuff alone has been ridiculous to look at lately. Let's get that spin attack in here. Let's just do this. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Roar all you want. I'm gonna get this buff. Bang, bang. Nope, gonna miss the... what are those called? Impact waves? They have a name, I forget what they are. Okay, get that, and then let's just get the Echo Wave. I don't even care really about the stamina so much right now, because I just want to stun this fool. I just want him, like, down on the ground. I guess I could, if I was really that worried about stunning him, what I should have actually done was go for a... that's not gonna land, so I'm just gonna not play the second song. Can I get the spin? Yes, I can. There, down he goes now. That's what I want. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. So then I can just keep doing this. And do more of this. And then do one of these again. God, that spin is just so satisfying. It's just like jump, 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 jump. Jump, 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 jump. Okay, that's not going to do anything. But let's get the stamina off of it anyway. We'll waste the 2 Impact Wave songs, but they're easy to get back. It's nothing. Gotta get back to Persona 5 at some point here. I was just looking at some of the, like, true ending type stuff. Not looking at spoilers necessarily, but just looking at how you get the true ending of that game. I didn't realize when I was first playing it that there was, like, a true ending to get, which I don't know why I didn't realize that, because every Shin Megami Tensei game, even though they don't call these Shin Megami Tensei games anymore, but every Shin Megami Tensei game that they do a remake of has a added, like, additional ending. I don't know why I didn't think they would do it for Persona 5 Royal. So, of course, they did. Thankfully, I've not missed anything there. But the PSA on that one, there's some stuff on the website right now that you can... Oh, there we go. Windswept Gashes. I guess Kushala... the first time you fight Kushala, is it in the Ancient Forest? That's... Windswept Gashes, for anybody who's maybe wondering what I'm referring to there, is that's Kushala Dora sign. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, what do we got? What do you got here? Can I get him under that rock? I bet I... Whoops. Well, oh, no. Let's see if I can... Oh, son of a bitch. I got roared off. Because you can actually stun... You can slam them into other monsters, and that counts as if you slam them into a wall, and it looks really cool. So I was hoping I would be able to do that, but nope, not so much. I gotta get back to Nioh 2 as well. I've got so many games that I'm, like, partway through right now. Nioh 2, was having a great time with it, but I feel like so much stuff just kind of... We were in such a lull. It was like maybe the driest first quarter I have ever seen in video games since I started writing about video games. And then suddenly it was just like everything came out in like almost too fast. I feel like I didn't have enough time to let any one thing sink in as much. I think Nioh 2 really suffered from that. I don't know how that game sold. That game might have sold just fine. I think the first game kind of was a bit of a sleeper hit in terms of sales. But I want to get back to it. I really, really do. It seems very, very cool. That it's doing a lot of really interesting stuff. And I haven't had just like a really good Souls game that I've felt really, really confident in a long time. I've been watching some people play Bloodborne again, and that's kind of making me wonder about like going back and finally beating that DLC, because I never beat the old Hunters. I'm on literally the last boss. I feel bad. I work with Danielle Riendo now, a major fan of Bloodborne, and whatever. I've reviewed Bloodborne when it came out for Ars Technica. Had a great time. Loved Bloodborne. I think Sekiro ended up taking the crown from me a little bit. I don't know if is that controversial. People, I feel like maybe not as many Souls people love Sekiro the way that like I do, but I think Sekiro might honestly be the best of the From Milieu, personally. But yeah, I need to get back to. Long story short, I need to get back to Nioh 2. I need to get back to Persona. I need to get back to Doom Eternal. Actually, shit. As I'm saying this, I'm remembering more. I'm remembering more things that I need to get back to. Did I mount this thing earlier? I forget. I literally can't remember if I got him. Yeah, I did. I mounted him. But also, his threshold for mounting is pretty damn low, so... Oh, or I could just kill him. Oopsie. Nerds beware, you finished Doom, you're work from home. You need something to play between Animal Crossing sessions, so you might pick up Persona 5 Royal and play through it again now. Yeah, I recommend it. I think I've said so on this stream a couple times now already, and so you might have already heard it, but... I feel like that game is incredibly easy to just slip right back into. It's very, 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 very smooth. Especially with the better translation and everything like that. That makes a big, big difference. For me personally. And now that I'm way deep in that game, I've put, God, what is it, like 70, 80 hours into it or something like that. I've fallen off a bit again. That's my weekend game lately, so I play a bunch more on the weekends and then come back to stuff like this. Hell yeah, the review podcasts. If you want more review podcasts, we're gonna have some more of those coming up soon. I hope people find those useful. We've kind of moved away from doing written reviews as much because eyeballs. We just get way more listeners than we get eyeballs and reviews. Reviews have always been a weird fit for us because we're such a weird website that does such weird things so much of the time. So doing that like deeply traditional style of article like a review always seemed kind of weird, but podcasts are such a lighter lift for us, so it's been kind of nice, honestly. I'm gonna probably have one of those up for Resident Evil 3 next week as I play through that. Apparently very short game.
Don't let me down.
Apparently very short game with not a lot of as much replay value as previous ones did. They don't really do the multiple side story thing that Resident Evil 2 did, and I guess the original Resident Evil 3 did. I never played Resident Evil 3 back when it first came out, so I can't actually speak too much to Resident Evil 3 stuff, but other than, you know, what I've seen of the remake, obviously. But I guess there's no, like, branching paths, or, you know, you could play as Claire or Leon in Resident Evil 2, and then once you beat it as one, you unlocked a bunch of, like, or you unlocked at least one, side story for the other one. And I guess that just doesn't really exist in Resident Evil 3 Remake this time around so much. There's some, like, side streets that you can go through that are maybe interesting, but, yeah, I don't know. Still excited to check that game out. Seems like it's maybe not as exciting as the Resident Evil 2 Remake was, though. Again, I think people are a lot cooler on it this time, but I also think it's just maybe it doesn't sound as impressive in a lot of different ways, or maybe not as surprising the way they handle Nemesis. Oh, what else we got here? We got Pink, Rathian, we got Uragon, we got Lavasioth, we got What are all these? What are these? Oh, it's a bunch of my really annoying monsters. Dodogma's not too bad. I don't really know. Stuck in a rut. I just need money. Who's gonna give me a lot of money? Dodogma, Dodogma is less of a pain in the ass than the Radobon is, so let's do Dodogma instead of the Radobon. Let's get that one out of the way. Get the money, get the Hunting Horn upgrade, fight Anarchy Ghonte, get some SOS Flare people in. I think that's kind of the way we're going to do this one. I think that's how this is going to go. I know I'm not being optimal here with my meals from my cats because you're supposed to actually make your own, but I don't care so much right now. I don't even have all of the, not even close right now, actually, to all of the ingredients. I did grab a couple of the ingredients off stream. That was one thing I did. But, you know, we'll get to it. We'll get there eventually. Still sipping on my Cherry Coke Zero. Probably the only, I don't know, maybe other people have different opinions about this, but Cherry Coke Zero, one of the only diet drinks that I can really stomach that I think tastes more or less exactly the same as the other one. I think the cherry maybe covers up for some of the strangeness of a diet drink. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's more good stuff out there. Norsby, where else? You agree? Okay, that's good to know. It's good to know that I'm not alone on that one. Mellow Yellow Zero. I just cannot deal with Mellow Yellow Zero whatsoever. Again, my favorite, probably my favorite, my go-to of the regular sugar, non-sugar-free sodas. But I cannot deal with it otherwise. This is just really saying question mark, question mark, question mark. Huh. Even though I've already seen this monster once before. Maybe it's because I haven't killed it. Oh, pick it up, pick it up. Yeah, I got it. At least I got it. That's all I care about. Diet Dr. Pepper, also pretty good. Okay. That's maybe something worth keeping into account. Used to be way bigger into diet, or into, not Diet Dr. Pepper specifically, but just Dr. Pepper. Used to be a thing I liked a lot more when I was younger. I have since fallen off pretty hard on just the Pepper brand. more of a Dr. Thunder fan these days, I think. No, not really. Dr. Thunder. God, I love... Oh, Uragon. Hey, buddy. What are you doing here? Hey, friend. Why don't you guys just deal with each other for a second while I go sharpen? Once I get this leveled up, hopefully my sharpness will last a little bit longer. That'll be nice. That'll be one big benefit to all this. Can I get a mount? Yes. Oh yeah, maybe that'll encourage me Uragon to leave too. Oh god, that went too fast. I was hoping that I was hoping the mount would last way longer so that this big fucking Thanos could leave. Nope. Okay. Why not? You stick around then, friend. Let's get the... Up! Yep. Uh-huh. That's what I expected to happen, more or less. Okay. I can drop those rocks on these guys, but I'm afraid it's just going to hit the Uragon, and I don't want to waste it that way. You can drop that one, and you can drop... Is it this one here? You can drop that one over there. That one right there can go... Oh, and then that one there, I think, is the other one that can drop onto monsters. Okay, what do we got here? We got Dodogama materials, the Talon. What's he doing? He's eating rocks. Get that out of your mouth. See? Bad for you. Yeah. You know what else is bad for you? Is a big bagpipe. To be fade. Never mind. Because I got roared out of it. That's fine. At one point, maybe worth getting a hunting horn that has earplugs built in, because again, right now... Oh, God! I thought I was going to be able to move right past those. I was wrong. I thought wrong. Is he going to just roll past me? Please just roll past me. No, don't hit me. Oh, this is a mistake. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, that was stupid. That was silly. That was silly. That's fine, though. I don't need help for a Dodogama. Wasn't even the Dodogama that killed me. It was the dang fucking Uragon. And my own greed. My greed for the rocks. I wanted to mine. And I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Even as I was doing it, I was saying out loud, this is a bad idea. And I went for it anyway, because I was just like, I'll just grab these and move on to the next area, and then it'll be fine. But it wasn't fine. I had no health whatsoever. It was a foolish mistake. Rookie stuff. Thank you for, you know, thank you for the rip, Stodicus. I appreciate it. Genuinely. It's good to know that some people out there, you know, will at least mourn my passing. Mourn my hubris, more like. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna get into this Dogma's face. We're gonna deal with it. We're gonna... Did I get the mount earlier? I did, that's right, because it was... The mount was... I was hoping that it would last longer, but it actually went down, like, almost immediately for some reason. That's fine. Ah! Hey! These guys don't... You're not supposed to follow me into new zones. Like, leave me alone. This is really that stage of the game where it's just like, I'm not just, like, overpowered enough where I'm just going to be, like, ignoring hits from these monsters that follow me around all the time. This is where typically basil juice becomes the biggest problem in the fucking game, because basil juice will just follow you and get in your face on monster hunts with other people. Yeah, Dodogama looks a lot like Dodogama has the same basic skeleton of a Great Jagras, so it makes some sense that you would confuse the two of them. That's a big thing in Monster Hunter World, is shared skeletons. It was actually one of the reasons that they have a bit less monster variety than some of the other early Monster Hunters, is because those assets take so much time and effort and energy to create, so they reuse a lot of the skeletons. Which makes sense. You've got the skeletons around anyway, you've got a bunch of monsters that all have like the same interior parts, why not just reuse them? But it also means that a lot of the monsters... Oh, let's back up. It also means a lot of the monsters that like don't have easy to replicate skeletons in Monster Hunter World just aren't in this game. That ones that you can see even in the previous Monster Hunter and Monster Hunter World Generations Ultimate. Not Monster Hunter World Generations Ultimate. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is the name of the game. Personally, I miss the Suttas Queen myself. Also, Nursilla? big bug monsters. There's a couple of bug monsters that I really wish we'd see more of in here. Also, they have a monkey now. They have Rajang in here, so I'm hoping that at some point they'll add... It wouldn't make much sense, really, because it's such a low-rank monster, but Kongalala is a monster I would really love to see in Monster Hunter World, because Kongalala is a big monkey that reaches into its own ass and pulls poop out to throw at you, which gives you a special debuff that makes it so that you can't eat items because your character is too disgusted to eat, which I think is very funny. It's kind of a weird reason to want a monster in the game, is because I think it's funny. But, you know, sometimes that's just how it goes. It do be like that sometimes, you know? Oh, shut up! I knew he was going to get enraged there, too. I should have slammed him into the wall and gotten that stun while I had the chance, instead of sitting around and trying to whack it normally. Oh, he's going to get out of the way! No! Yeah, Kongalala is a great monster. There's a lot of really great monsters. Suttas Queen is a monster I love in Monster Hunter. He's probably one of my favorite ones from the old games, because Suttas Queen is such a unique creature. It's like, there's a monster called Suttas, which is like this kind of big small by large monster standards creature that's like this kind of like honeybee drone thing that is like deceptively really easy to kill, because you like beat it and you're like, whoa, that's like, that thing has like no health at all. Like, that, for a large monster hunt, that took me 5 minutes. And then you get to the Suttas Queen, which is obviously the queen of the Celtuses, and then throughout that entire fight, this big giant version of that monster is showing up and summoning in repeatedly that monster and using it as like a minion throughout the fight. And once she gets to low enough health, she actually equips, I guess is the best word for it. She equips the regular Celtus, and it picks her up off the ground and turns into a turret by spewing like poison at you. So she becomes this attack helicopter. She's like this queen bug that like transforms into like Voltrons together with another monster, and then becomes like an attack helicopter that is flying around and shooting gunk at you at all times. And you can kill the little guy. Like, the little guy will die separately. She'll summon another one eventually, but you'll buy yourself some time where you can just fight her solo, which is still useful. Let's try and see if we can get this mount. I'm just farming for mounts here. The more I hit him, the more I'll build up mount damage anyway. I'm not blast button, am I? No. Okay, there we go. Get the mount. Suttas Queen, Kongalala. Two big ones I would like. There's a... I forgot what it's... Whoa, what the heck happened to me? What knocked me off there? Huh. I forget what it's called. There's the rabbit, though. There's like... since they've added the ice area here in Monster Hunter World Iceborne, there's a rabbit monster that's like just runs around really fast and like hits you from behind and stuff like that. That was also in an ice zone in Monster Hunter Generations, and Monster Hunter, you know, where that zone comes from, Generations is like mostly pulled from other Monster Hunter games. One of those zones was this icy area called, like, the village was called like Poco Village, I think, and that was from Monster Hunter Freedom Unite 2, one of the PSP games. I'm gonna get fucking slapped in the back by this guy, I just know it. Yeah, okay, no, I'm fine. It's all fine. There we go. My little kitty had my back and everything. Can I? Whoops. Nope. Going into a wall. No! Oh, it shoved its face in the ground. Oh, it went enraged. Fuck. But it just came out of it enraged. I guess they can re-enrage pretty quickly if they want to, but it's still a pain in the ass. Oh, did I blow up its mouth? That's okay by me. That's one thing you can do, is if they have that juicy thing in their mouth, you can just cause it to explode, similar to Glavenus. Glavenus, that'll be a monster we run into in Iceborne here. So people will get to see that, but that's like a big dinosaur that has like a sword for a tail, and it will bite its own tail, which is made of metal, hence the sword thing. Ah, got a blast blade. to, like, heat it. Ah, goddamn! Like, leave me alone. It'll heat its own tail up and then start flinging molten metal across the field, which is pretty damn cool. But one thing you can do is when it's biting its own tail to, like, juice it up with energy, is attack it in the face, and then it will cause its own mouth to explode, which is very useful. Because when it's doing that move, it's actually charging up like a big spin attack that hits everything near it. Glavenus was a Monster Hunter 4 monster that was one of the Fated 4 from Monster Hunter 4. And those are some other monsters I would really love to see in Monster Hunter World as well. Is like a Mizutsune, Gamoth. I can never remember if it's Gamoth or Glamoth. There's a big giant mammoth monster in. No, Generate? Is it Generate? I can't remember. I ain't no expert. The Fated 4, they were these big giant kind of boss monsters. They wanted to have like 4, instead of just having one sort of monster that was kind of the mascot monster of the game, the way Anarchy Ghonte is the mascot of Monster Hunter World and Velkhana is the mascot of Iceborne. They wanted to have like 4, so they created this whole concept of the Fated 4, which were these like 4 different monsters that you had to fight over time. And one was a big mammoth, one was Glavenus, one was like a flying lightning dragon. I forget what that one is called. It was basically a Rathian that shot lightning. It was a very cool fight though. It had very cool looking armor. Oh, Nerds Beware. Can anybody else confirm if Nerds Beware is the only one having problems with the audio for me real quick? This is one thing I was actually kind of worried about. Not necessarily the audio, but I was worried if the stream was going to get choppy at some point. It's back to normal for me. It might have just been a hiccup. Okay, good to know. No, it's good to Staticus. I'm recording locally at the same time, and I was worried about the local recording maybe taking up a lot of juice. Nicky said it was probably going to be fine. It had been fine for him, and it seemed like it was fine for most of the stream, so I don't know. Okay, sounds like it was maybe just a hiccup. That's good. I'd much prefer that. Can I catch this sucker? Yes. Yes! Yes! There we go. Another successful hunt. Thank you for letting me know, though, that you were having problems. If there are problems on the stream, definitely keep me informed, because I would love to make sure that everything runs smoothly. In fact, I'm just going to check the local recording, make sure everything... Okay, it does look like it's still running okay on my side, so okay. Good. Oh, the last monster from the Fated 4 in Monster Hunter World Iceborne... shit. Whatever the old Monster Hunter was where the Fated 4 were from, I can't remember. Was Mizutsune. It's a monster I would love to see in Monster Hunter World. It's like a big giant, like, Shishimai kind of looking dragon. It's like a really long, thin, Eastern-style dragon that is covered in bubbles. And it was... I'm sure there's other monsters that do it as well, but it would give you a special debuff called Bubble Blight, that if you got covered in bubbles, your character would, you know, not have as much friction. So if you tried to sprint, your, like, feet would, like, banana peel spin out under you, and but then if you tried to do a Superman dive, you would Superman dive really far because you were covered in bubbles like you were riding on a slip and slide, which I thought was very cool. And I think their armor would actually let you give yourself Bubble Blight so that you could get those really long Superman dives and avoid monster attacks really well. I liked that quite a damn bit. Let's see, did that give me enough money to upgrade my hunting horn? Because that's what we're after here. We're looking for the hunting horn so that we can go and fight this Anarchy Ghonte. There was another monster, I forget what that one is called as well, but it's like a one that you basically fight only in the water, and it would like stick its head out, shoot water beams at you and stuff like that, similar to how a Coral Puke does in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. No, still not quite enough. Okay. They have at least confirmed that that is not going to be in Monster Hunter World at any time, because it actually kind of requires very specific areas. It kind of works like a Lavasioth, where it goes into water the same way the Lavasioth goes into lava in this. and they don't really have any big giant bodies of water in Monster Hunter World. So I get that. I understand why they wouldn't do that, but it's a cool fight. I would love to see them. So I guess the one that they are adding next here come the next update is Alatreon, which I've actually never really fought. I've played a lot of Monster Hunter World, or God, I can't keep my game name straight. Played a lot of Monster Hunter. Rotten Request. Gyros's? It's easy money, and it'll get me a canteen ingredient. How many do I have to kill? 10? 10's not too bad. Let me just do that one, and let's what the heck? Let's burn a special thing on it. Let's burn a ticket. Just to get the money. Make sure I get as much money as I need to upgrade the thing. So I've never fought Alatreon, but Alatreon is apparently a monster that is all about like switching elemental attack types that it can do at you on the fly, which I think is a really unique element for a monster. But in general, I would like to see a lot fewer, or maybe not a lot fewer, but I would like to see fewer dragons and big lizards, and I would like to see more like weird mammals and stuff like that. Would love to see like a new kind of Kirin. We have Rajang in here. We have Furious Rajang. That's kind of why I was, you know, saying with Kongalala. I would love to see Kongalala because they already have that monkey. Vespoids. Gathering. Can I see small monsters? Small monsters, yeah. Hornitar. We thought you was a Hornitar. Oh, okay, there's Gyros. Just because I would like to see more monsters like that. I would like to see more... Okay, that's Vol footprints. I would like to see more stuff that is, like, just has a bit of a unique silhouette to it, you know? And they've already got that skeleton in there, so it wouldn't be the same thing as, like, adding a Nursilla or a Suttas Queen and a Celtis, which again, Celtis in particular would require 2 different monster skeletons probably at the same time, because you'd have to have Celtis and Suttas Queen, otherwise what are you doing? Why are you even bothering? Oh boy, that was a big hit. So was that. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know how many other old head monster hunters are in the chat here that have any ones that they would like to see, but those are kind of my big ones, honestly, to a certain degree. Maybe some variant, like a Kirin variant would be kind of cool. I know they exist. I've never really fought any of them in Generations Ultimate or anything like that, so that would be neat for me. That would be unique. Alatreon still feels like it's a little ways away. I guess that's not like they're not putting new stuff in the Brachydios. Man, Raging Brachydios and what's it called? What's the other one that they added? It was Raging Brachydios and Furious Rajang. They added those 2 very cool fights. Furious Rajang not necessarily quite as good in terms of like meta. Because Raging Brachydios, it turned out, was just like all the Raging Brachydios stuff is just fucking incredibly strong. So the new stuff that they just added to Monster Hunter is just like the new meta, period, by the looks of it, to a big degree. I mean, that's not entirely true. Safijiva is still like very good, or at least of a similar level. But it sounds like at least the Raging Brachydios stuff is a good side grade. Which is interesting because the Safijiva stuff is a real fucking pain to farm sometimes. Getting Dracolite, basically rolling gacha for your perks on your weapons in Monster Hunter is a little bit of a pain in the ass. Especially when you only get it from that one hunt over and over and over and over and over again. So like the idea that you can kind of mix and match it a little bit is nice. I just wish there was more than one side grade available right now, which is asking a lot because that requires them to add whole new monsters to the game. They added Stygian Zenogre at the same time as Safijiva, and Stygian Zenogre stuff just isn't really as good, like, flat out. And they don't really have a tendency to go back, with the exception of the big paid expansion, they don't really have a tendency, Capcom, when I say they, I mean Capcom, It doesn't have a huge policy of going back and completely changing and rebalancing old weapons and gear and stuff. Certainly not in free updates, anyway. I'm sure if something was completely broken, they would probably do something like that. Oh, no, you don't. Get back here. Go down. Oh. Is that one? Okay, that one's still alive. Got it. Or not still alive, but that one's dead. Kind of the opposite of being alive, you know? It's kind of how I look at it, being dead, personally. But that's just my opinion, you know, man? Oh boy, Ramba, you are really making my legs hurt here, buddy. Cat's still under my feet here on the desk. My legs in a very uncomfortable position, I would say, is how I would perhaps characterize what is happening right now. Very difficult for me, very trying. Oh, do I want to... I'm just going to get fucking worked over by this great Gyros. Not quick. Please, let's go down. Go down! There we go. That's all I needed. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Leave this great Gyros alone. Oh, can I get those footprints though? Yeah. Let me just have a little bit of that, if you don't mind, because that levels you up. Oh, wait. Let's get this Odogaron, because again, I need more progress towards my Odogaron. It's fine too. Get any more bugs before I leave? Probably not. I don't think I have any nearby. Devil's Blight is not bad, though. Devil's Blight you use in Mega Barrel Bombs, and I don't have a ton. I need to remind myself, actually, a little bit that a lot of the stuff that I just take for granted in Monster Hunter, because I just have 10 trillion of it in my existing save, on PC, I don't have nearly as much right now. I need Devil's Blight, I need tracks, I need all that stuff. Hell, I'll take this web. I'll take that spider web. I'll take, what's that? Odogaron footprints? I'll take it. Take this, some of this, take some of that. Oh, stretch out my arms a little bit. That should put me over the edge for what I need. Yeah, because I used the bonus voucher. Maybe a little bit of a waste of a bonus voucher, but bonus vouchers carry over, the lucky vouchers, rather, carry over each day. So if you're not using them, they're just kind of losing them, more or less. And I don't play the PC version of this game enough to burn through them quickly enough, I don't think. So I might as well just make use of them and get that money, get that hunting horn. Since I'm on stream anyway. I see the Tail Raider Safari has returned. Let's go and check them out. Grab what we can get from there. Where's my guy? Oh, he's over here. Okay. What's up? Tail Raider Safari. Get some of that. Ooh, can I send you to the Wildspire Waste? Can you get me any Giratotus around here? No Giratotus on the map here. I need a torrent sack for one of those. Just readjusting here. Need a torrent sack for one of those cats. No, not cats. Researchers. One of those researchers. No, nerds beware. The PC and console versions are not linked, at least not yet. We'll see how things go, but currently the PC and console versions aren't even synced. That's actually the impetus for this stream to a large degree, is I wanted to get caught up in this before the sync happens. The sync happens in May, I want to say, where the content will be up to date with one another, because currently the PC version gets content far behind the console versions, at least some of the content. Some of it they do. Yeah, it was a bit like how Destiny 2 was before Shadowkeep. The Warframe also works the same way. Currently still, they have said Warframe, or not Warframe, Warframe itself is a video game, it doesn't say anything. Digital Extremes has said that they're working on cross-save, which would heavily imply that they would have to have content sync in order for that to work, because otherwise, like, you would be syncing over weapons and gear and stuff from one version of the game that just wouldn't exist otherwise. And that's how Destiny ended up doing it. Like, they had the content sync that allowed everybody to kind of do that. Oh, let's get this juice. Still not the best hunting horn in the game, but it's got some of the best damn songs, so I'm not going to complain. Because now I have attack up large, health boost large, defense up large, and impact echo wave and stamina recovery. That's all exactly the same as it ever was. But it is still good to have, because now I think we can pretty safely go in and fight a Anarchy Ghonte, especially if we go in with crew, which is, I think, exactly what I'm going to do. To go in there, I'm going to... What's the word? I'm going to... Ooh, yeah, let's get that attack up large. Fuck it. Let's be greedy. This is probably going to be the last hunt of the stream, I think. We can go for a good solid 2 hours here. Play some this weekend with Merritt, get her caught up, and then I think she'll be on here in the future with us? Question mark? That's the plan. That's currently what we have planned together. And I think that'll be a little bit more exciting than just me talking to a microphone solo. Just exciting in general to kind of get back into Monster Hunter. I've had plenty of excuses because, God almighty, have they ever been updating this game? Oh, I don't need any of that because it's a Anarchy Ghonte. You know, pro tip, for anybody who doesn't know, you can't capture Elder Dragons. I'm sure everybody knows that already. But, you know, in case you didn't, for some reason, you can't capture Elder Dragons. You can only barrel bomb them. I have Demon Drug, so let's... I only need the one. What about Armor Skin? We got Armor Skin, we got Armor Skin, we got Armor Skin, we got Armor Skin. Alright. Maybe don't even need that on a high rank, but you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. Oh, now we're going for some real fights. We're going for Anarchy Ghonte, one of the big boys.
Anarchy Ghonte, the only one who wants to find Zora Magdaros more than we do.
Ah, you made it.
Can't SOS flare yet, so let's get up on this sucker and get in his face and make him know that Helghan belongs to the Helghast. That's just a thing from... What's that? Oh, that's Killzone 1 is what that's from. It's from the intro to Killzone 1. For some reason, anytime anybody says let them know or make them know, I always think about the intro to Killzone 1 where Brian Cox says, "They will know Helghan belongs to the Helghast." Also, remember Brian Cox was in the Killzone games? That was weird. I think. Certainly memorable, anyway. At least memorable enough to me, of all people. Alrighty here. Here we go. I'm gonna get prepped real quick by eating a crunchy Cheeto. Hell yeah. Huh. You heard Brian Cox in the commercial the other day, huh? I guess Brian Cox probably, you know, Brian Cox ain't afraid of taking a paycheck sometimes. Hey, you know what? I don't blame him. Here's my boy. Good-looking monster, that Anarchy Ghonte. I've really liked the... I don't love Zora Magdaros. I'm on record as saying I don't love Zora Magdaros' design. But goddamn, Anarchy Ghonte, get off my ass so I can do this. Okay, there we go. Now the SOS is in the air. What do we want here? We want Mega Potions ready, I think. We want... I should have prepped my songs before I came this far, but oh well. Oh my... Oh no, all my songs have changed completely too. I need to relearn them all. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, they are technically speaking different songs. Oh, but it's okay, because Carl is joining the quest. BAM! This is my real song now, Anarchy Ghonte. Shit is about to really pop up. You know what that is? That's 20% damage bonus. I think that's 35 for me personally with the self-improvement buff. It's good stuff. It's the kind of stuff that makes you really glad that you have a hunting horn, you know? Plus I have a little bit better sharpness now, so I don't have to sharpen as much. I love that. It's a big Anarchy Ghonte. Isn't Anarchy Ghonte always black like this? I feel like normally he doesn't start the fight with blackened horns, but maybe I'm completely losing it. I just thought his blackened horns was a thing he got kind of later. Okay, let's get this going. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. And can we get an impact in there? Or is he going to knock me down? He's going to knock me down, but it's okay. Carl is on his way. Carl is enjoying those sweet, sweet PC load times, getting into this fight much faster than he would normally on the PlayStation. Or the Xbox, I suppose. Who plays on Xbox? Truly. Let's get you into that wall, and let's get another one of these. Carl, let's celebrate your arrival with a nice stun. You know? You just really can't go wrong with it. Okay, we got the stamina. Nope, I'm gonna get knocked out of that one there. That's fine, it's fine. We got the stamina. Step in it. You don't even have to encore stamina. Stamina, as long as you can step in it twice, you get the effects of the double thing. Normally, every song in Monster Hunter World, the hunting horn has a... Whoopsie daisy. Get out of the way of that. Normally, every song has 2 levels to it. I don't think I've really gone into detail about it previously, but that's what that, like, little, like, boing thing that I'm doing at the end of every one of them is. It's encoring, so it plays the same song twice without having to go through all the motions, which is really nice. Oh, can I get... Big Bang! Yes! Yes, sirree, we can do. Get it on him again. Yes! Right in the face, that's where I want it. And in a lot of ways, that allows you to, you know, with the impact wave like I just did, that just means that you get 2 explosions, which is really cool. But with the other songs, you get like double levels up the buff, which, you know, attack up large goes from a 10% increase to a 20% increase. That's what. Whoopsie daisy. Let's get back a little bit and heal. And let's Superman dive! One of the most important moves to learn in Monster Hunter World. Always got to remind people of that, because the Superman dive genuinely is damn important. And the game does dick to explain it to, I feel like. Ah! Shut up! Is he in range? No, he's exiting in range. That's actually just fine by me, because he's going to go downstairs and then we can drop some damn rocks on him. I love to drop some rocks on this fool. Get your rocks off of the ceiling and into this Anarchy Ghonte. You know what I'm saying? It's what I'm always saying about Anarchy Ghonte. Oh, did our ally... Yes, our ally did Falling Boulders him. I can't really do anything to him in the tail because I'm using a blunt weapon, but I can maybe try and get at least a little bit of stun damage. Whoopsie daisy, that's definitely going to go through. That's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Whose world is this? It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Ah, come on! I was going to get the... Whoopsie daisy, he's doing his dive bomb, that's fine. Boy, he has a version of that, his arch-tempered version has a version of that dive bomb that's way more... a pain in the ass. This one ain't shit. Also, Weedman is here, and Here We Go is here, so you know we're gonna win. Like, you know there's no way we could possibly lose this fight. Is he already limping? You fool! I bet some of the people on my team are probably master rank players that are coming in here for the help a low rank player get through the story stuff. If you do that in Monster Hunter World Iceborne, you get a bunch of money and other things like that, which is nice. Actually, I don't know if they're changing it. Yeah, wow, easy money. That was nothing. Nothing. Again, I bet I've had some people in here with like Safijiva and whatnot gear that is probably making this way easier than it needs to be. But hey, I'll take it. We are not here. Yeah, this is the crew, right? I'll take it. We are not here to fight these things solo. We are here to get through the story mode of Monster Hunter World so we can see Monster Hunter World Iceborne on stream before the content sync up. That is the goal, is to see the content. It's not to necessarily be putting ourselves through hell every single episode, you know? It's just for our enjoyment. There's no other rocks I can mine around here, is there? It sucks to get so close to finishing that bounty. 14 out of 15. And I had an even number because of that time I got knocked around by that Uragon earlier, and that was a pain. Ah, yeah, you know what? Bone piles. I need bone piles too, apparently, for that. So I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take a little bit of progress towards that versus finishing off that other one, you know? You know? I'll take it. Hey, you know, we're a little bit of a cutscene. Now this is where they start introducing me to the other Elder Dragons, too, I want to say. And then I fight Xeno'jiiva, and then I'm through
Well, look who's still with
the
us.
main story,
So we
think.
have Elder Dragons eating other Elder Dragons. Wonderful. That clears
Yeah,
something.
Anarchy Ghonte is an Elder Dragon
Yeah.
who eats Elder Dragons.
We weren't
That's his whole
looking at the
thing.
big picture. Until we came to the new world, how could we know?
Anarchy Ghonte came here looking for a feast.
But then we ate him.
And he
Ha,
made
ha,
a
ha.
real mess of the local ecosystem in the process.
Theory's good.
Now that the problem child's been put to bed, the other Elder Dragon should revert to their usual behavior. You did good.
I love these shoulder
So,
pads.
Ready to go?
God, this outfit that I have is still just so much. I need to get
No,
some better
there's
stuff.
a piece of the puzzle missing.
What piece of the puzzle might that be,
How
Handler?
did this area end up becoming such a hotbed of energy in the first place?
Hmm.
Enough energy to lure in a menace like that and convince it to switch habitats doesn't just naturally happen.
Does it not now? Interesting, 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 interesting. Handler has some theories about some stuff that might be going on. Oh, what's that over there? Maybe we should check out that giant crystal fortress. You know, just see what's going on over there. Just out of curiosity. Oh, is this Vol? This is Vol. Yeah, she's finding Vol Hazak. It's gotta be because this is the Rotten Vale, right? Yeah, this is Vol Hazak's lair too, which is locked off, which has been locked off to me up to this point, but now I think she's just literally opened up the door to the Vol Hazak area. Vol Hazak, one of the original new Elder Dragons in Monster Hunter World. I don't think Vol Hazak existed in other Monster Hunter games before. Use that bonus voucher, I got that money. Oh, my Hunter rank is locked right now. Huh, I forgot about all that stuff. I forgot that your rank literally is locked at various points. With the brutal Anarchy Ghonte slain, the Hunter's investigation into the Eater of Elder Dragons was complete, but it seemed that Elder's Recess still held a deeper
All right,
mystery.
gather round. Let's get council underway.
Let's get
As you
council
all
underway,
know,
my dude.
When Anarchy Ghonte descended into the Elder's Recess, it stirred up a veritable hornet's nest. Being
hate
that
hornets.
Anarchy Ghonte feeds
A real
on
wasp
elder
problem
dragons,
around
you
my
can imagine
apartment
that
during the
every
summer.
monster in the
I think it was
recess
a
got
little bit better last year, but goddamn, a couple of years ago it was really, really terrible. I hope it's not going to be a major issue this year.
Initially, I thought we could nip this problem in the bud by eliminating Anarchy Ghonte. But unfortunately, that's not the case.
Damn it.
Despite our best efforts, the
And here I
situation
thought I
has
was done with the
escalated.
game.
Elder dragons fleeing Anarchy Ghonte's wrath have started invading other areas.
Now we're coming across Elder Dragon tracks left and right. In the forest, among the Wildspire, even in the Rotten Vale. Our team has managed
Yeah,
to
it's
equip
Vol,
the tracks with
Kushala,
three distinct Elder Dragons so far.
Teostra, Anarchy Ghonte. Those might be the initial four that they had?
Many of you
Kieran,
crossed
obviously, I suppose, but
paths with
Kieran, I
elder
think, was
dragons in the old world.
optional. No, there's gotta be a. There's lightning strikes twice where it's like two tempered Kierans, I think. Which, boy, Kieran used to feel like the hardest thing in Monster Hunter World, and now I feel like Kieran is kind of a joke.
But no matter the danger, we have to seize upon this opportunity. We'd be
Once you
fools
know,
not
Kieran
to.
is one of those monsters that is like very difficult to deal with because it requires a very different approach to like combat and moving around. And then once you know the secret, which is to just like
I want our field
not
team to
dodge
start
and just
gathering
walk
evidence.
instead of dodging, it becomes basically trivial.
We need to track down these beasts and pinpoint their exact locations. So I've decided to split you into 3 groups. Field team leader, you'll be heading up the Ancient Forest investigation. And the
Ancient
Wildspire
Forest,
Waste.
Wildspire Waste, that's
one's yours.
Teostra. Ancient Forest is Kushala.
As for the Rotten Vale,
Rotten Vale
we'll be
is
needing
Vol
a third group's
Hazak.
help with that one. I'll leave it up to these delegates to decide how to use the field team.
Later on, you get Lunastra. Lunastra was DLC, however, so it's not really part of the main story. I don't think you have to do it at all. I think I could actually go fight Devil Joe right now, which is also an optional thing,
Everyone
technically
clear?
speaking, but
All right, dismissed.
it's not too bad. Now, what is the... Now, do I...
Now you're
Okay.
talking.
Well, this just keeps getting more interesting. I'd like nothing more than to help you out, but I've got somewhere I need to be. An old friend told me he's trying to track down a place brimming with energy. There's been a surge in the veins of the earth. He's planning to go investigate alone. Can't have that. Now, don't go blabbing about this to anyone else. My old friend would never forgive me if I let this feline out of the bag. The veins of the earth are like blood vessels that pump energy underground. They reach all the way across the new world. The Everstream, too, is part of this system. I suspect the reason the Elder Dragons are still stirring despite Anarchy Ghonte's disappearance is somehow related to this.
It is hard to do this guy's voice, or my approximation of it, for an extended period of time like this.
Of course, I can't be sure, but I have a gut feeling. Call it Admiral's instinct. Anyway, good luck with things on your end. I'll let you know when we find out. Oh, shoot, almost forgot. My old friend also had a message for you. I'll be waiting in the place beyond, where all things converge. Well, his words, not mine.
Now what? There's more? Oh, nope, okay. Elder Dragons around the New World are stirring. Investigate by undertaking high-rank expeditions and quests and gathering Elder Dragon tracks that your scout flies respond to in blue. Once you've collected enough research points, report back to Ecological Research by selecting Special Investigations. A new signed quest will then be issued. You can get research points from completing high-rank quests. That guy really does have the ultimate mullet. That guy has a Super Saiyan 3 level mullet, you might say. It's like kind of like when a Super Saiyan goes beyond Super Saiyan, and then they go beyond Super Saiyan. It's kind of like when a mullet goes beyond a mullet, and then that mullet goes beyond that mullet. It's pretty wild. Now, perhaps there might be a god version of that mullet, and that mullet, the god of mullets, you might say, has itself a god version, a super mullet.
Yo.
This is nothing. I'm doing nothing now. They're basically just telling me that they want me to go check out some stuff. Ancient Forest. It's basically just them saying like, "Hey, you should go do all that stuff that the guy just told you to do, which is to go check out all the different areas, Wildspire Waste." Basically, can you just do all the work for us? We're gonna split up into 3 teams, and by split up into 3 teams, I mean please go to all the 3 of the different places by yourself and do that stuff. If you could just do that, that would be great. I would love it. Which, hey, you know what? I love Monster Hunter, so I don't mind at all. I don't even mind. Oh, I think Boy is awake. I think that's going to be a good place to end this stream. Let's grab that last little bit there, because what is waiting for us next is the other thing that basically just another version of the very same thing that I just played off stream last time, which is a lot of grinding and looking for tracks. And that's not going to be particularly interesting to watch on the stream. So it's going to be basically just a bunch of side stuff as I kind of get used to get the Elder Dragon tracks in tow. I will come back on this stream once I have gotten some of those Elder Dragon tracks and I can actually show off the new fights. We will continue the Monster Hunter World Tour. This tour of the Monster Hunter World, you might say. Who's the third?
Okay.
Who's the third Fleet Master? I can't. I'm trying to remember all of a sudden here, and it's just like I can't find this guy. Oh, anyway. Thanks everybody for watching. I know this was a pretty quiet stream in terms of extra viewers and people being in chat and whatnot. Obviously, we had some people going home early and whatnot because of a Friday. Maybe we won't stream on Friday so much anymore. Maybe if I do it, I'll do it earlier in the day. But thank you for coming to twitch.tv/fanbyte. Thank you for reading fanbyte.com, and if you want to hear more of my lovely voice and the voice of all my different people that I work with, you can go to fanbyte.com/podcast. We have 3 different feeds right now with different stuff, including Fanwith, the flagship podcast. That's good stuff to do, and I think we'll be back with this one again next week, probably, because again, I'm trying to get through to Iceborne before Thursday, but that's probably why I'll play off stream a little bit too, so it'll be a good time. I love doing this. I'm enjoying that we're doing it so far, and you can find all our archives on fanbyte.com as well, so we'll do that in the future. We'll have a lot more of those, or you can find them on youtube.com/fanbyte, actually, is where you should probably go for right now, for our archives of this and all our other streams, but yeah, in the future I'll have them on fanbyte.com. Thanks so much. I love you, and goodbye.